Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, my name is AbdulBasith. Today, I would like to talking about this novel named Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Gabriel Verne. It is realized at 1872 and got book form at 1873. So, the story is talking about Phileas Fogg. He is a wealthy English gentleman even though he has this unknown source of money, but because he's a wealthy person, so he can join a reform club. Reform club is like a club that joined by a lot of wealthy person, wealthy people too, like an engineer, a beer brewer, or a banker. So one day, one of the banker, like leader of England banker, talking about a bank robbery. So the robbers stolen 55,000 euros. So on because Fogg, because Fogg is a person that investing to like a technology, etc. So he said that, and he claimed that nowadays it is easy to travel around the world for like maybe 18 days. So yeah, the members not sure with that, and they making a wager. And because Fogg is a person that likes making a bet or wager, so yeah, he of course good with it. So if he lose, he will lost 20,000 euros, half of his fortune. But if he wins, fame and yeah, the money, etc. And the other character named Jean Passepartout from France got introduced. Is a servant that hired as a new valet for Fogg. So yeah, he will come with Phileas Fogg into circumnavigate the globe. And other character, the antagonist named Detective Fix from Scotland Yard, after hearing the bank robbery and the rewards, so he go to Suez, Egypt, and meets Fogg and Passepartout, and suspicious about them because the bank robbery disguised as a gentleman, and because the Fogg behavior sounds like a person that doesn't really care about money, throw money, because once again, Vok is a person that love the game, doesn't care about the money. So yeah, once again, Inspector or Detective Fix suspicious about Vok, and there will be Auda, a young Indian woman that will along the way will meet, etc. And yeah, there's a four major character. Once again, Phileas Fogg, a calm, logical, mathematical minded, and then there's a Passepartout. Jen is a person that, like us, normal human being, anxious, and then um, cannot really calm and more emotional character that 118 degrees different from Fog. And then there's an Inspector Fix that become the antagonist but not villain, more like an anti-hero. And Auda, yeah. eh oh, and there's a three main genres, I think: travel fiction, then adventure fiction, and then science fiction. And fun fact, Jules Verne is famous as a pioneer of science fiction novels. Anyways, the themes or the message of the books I think Jules Verne wanted is that to people like us, the reader, or at that time at 19th centuries, to aware about the technologies at that time, or like yeah, the transportation, the communication that formerly it is impossible to circumnavigate the globe in just like 18 days, but at that time, 19th century, 1800s, it is more easily. And the other message I think is that um, to not thinking about the money or the beggar, but the friends along the way that we make. Yeah, the stories. There's a lot of moral story, moral lesson, and a lot of things like um, different language and different cultural, etc. So to explore more in this world. So yeah, and of course, once again, the technologies, because at that time, like steam ships or like the railroads, the ships, etc. Yeah, once again, the evolution at that time to more acknowledged by the technology or something like that at 19th century. And last but not least, my personal opinion, my personal reflection is that I really like this novel. I'm not recommend this novel for kids or some beginners level because it is really hard. It is English classic, so once again, it is hard to read, but it is fun, and I recommend to watching three movies: the 1956, and then the 2004 version of Disney, and the 2021 newly version of TV series. And I not really like that the fact that Inspector Fix is not a character that like the villain of the story is not really centered as a character of villain. Once again, it's just like antagonist that delay fog and passport journey. Yeah, I like the more likely the idea version of 2004 Disney version. There's a Lord Kelvin in it as the villain, a new character. And then my own reflection is that I learned a lot from this novel. I learned to become more calm. I learned to be more, um, once again, open minded and not thinking about a bad or negative talk, but more likely a solution for my problem. So, something like that. And once again, I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope I can be more better at next video. So, bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.